Chapter 1. The city sings. Not in harmony, but a chaotic chorus of screeching train lines, blaring advertisements, and the distant, almost melodic wail of a hero siren. Neo-Tokyo, the city built on the ghosts of the old, pulses with a hyperkinetic energy that most find overwhelming. Me? I breathe it in. My grip tightens on my camera, a trusty, battered model scavenged from a back-alley tech shop and lovingly modified with scavenged parts, as I launch myself across the 3-meter gap between rooftops. The wind whips past my face, carrying the scent of ramen stalls and ionized air. Below, the neon rivers of Shibuya Crossing surge with pedestrians, oblivious to the dance I'm performing high above. They don't see the world the way I do. Not yet. Click, another shot. A salaryman, head bowed against the relentless urban tide, his face illuminated by the holographic glow of a scantily clad hero hawking energy drinks. Juxtaposition. Humanity swallowed by spectacle. That's Neo-Tokyo in a single frame. Parkour is more than just a way to get around. It's how I see the city, how I find the angles, the perspectives that others miss. It's also a good way to stay ahead of rent collectors and the occasional stray drone. The camera feels like an extension of my own hand. I adjust the settings, compensating for the harsh glare of the omnipresent holographic billboards. My fingers move instinctively, a silent conversation between me and the lens. It's second nature, honed over years of documenting this city's chaos and its hidden beauty. I land softly on the next rooftop, the impact absorbed by my worn sneakers. Time for a change of scenery. I spot a monorail station a few blocks over, its elevated tracks a silver thread slicing through the urban jungle. Perfect. A jolt of memory, sharp and unwelcome, cuts through my focus. Rena. Her bright, infectious laugh, swallowed by the roar of collapsing concrete. Red dust. So much red dust. I blink, forcing the image away. Gotta stay focused. Dwelling on the past won't bring her back. It won't change anything. Only capturing the truth, showing the world what really happens, can do that. That's what I tell myself anyway. The monorail station is a hive of activity. Commuters rush to and fro, their faces illuminated by the flickering screens of their handheld devices. Vendors hawk everything from nutrient paste to bootleg hero merchandise. The air buzzes with a low-frequency hum, a blend of electric currents and anxious energy. And then I see them. A blur of crimson and steel. Crimson Comet, one of Neo-Tokyo's more enthusiastic heroes, is engaged in a shouting match with a figure wreathed in shadow. "Give it up, static glitch!" Crimson Comet yells, his voice amplified by his built-in comms system. The power dampener goes back to the precinct now. Static Glitch, a low-level villain known for his ability to disrupt electronic devices, cackles, the sound distorted by a voice modulator. "You'll have to catch me first, tin can." The fight spills onto the platform. Crimson Comet throws a punch, but Static Glitch phases through him, leaving behind a trail of crackling energy. Sparks fly, short-circuiting a nearby vending machine. This is it. This is what I live for. My camera clicks into action, capturing the chaotic dance. I frame the shot, focusing on the interplay of light and shadow, the raw energy that crackles between the two figures. The crowd scatters, their screams adding to the symphony of destruction. Crimson Comet, for all his bluster, is clearly outmatched. Static Glitch dances around him, disrupting his armor's systems, sending sparks shooting from his joints. I move closer, weaving through the fleeing crowd, my camera a shield against their panic. I need the perfect angle, the shot that captures the essence of the conflict. Static Glitch raises his hands, unleashing a wave of electromagnetic energy. Crimson Comet's armor seizes up, leaving him momentarily vulnerable. Click. The hero stumbles and then Static Glitch lunges. No. A flicker of memory. Rena, caught in the path of a stray energy blast. Helpless. Gone. I shove through the crowd, adrenaline surging through my veins. A woman, an elderly lady with a cane, is directly in Static Glitch's path. He doesn't seem to notice, too focused on his downed opponent. I don't think. I just move. I slam into Static Glitch, knocking him off balance. He stumbles, his attack faltering. The woman cries out in surprise, but she's safe. Static Glitch glares at me, his eyes burning with rage. "You, meddling brat." He raises his hand, crackling with energy. This is not good. This is really not good. I raise my camera, instinctively snapping a picture. The flash momentarily blinds him. It buys me a precious second. I sprint towards the edge of the platform, leaping onto the monorail tracks. I scramble along the narrow beam, adrenaline pumping through my veins. Static Glitch yells behind me, but he can't follow. He's too heavy, too clumsy. Below, the city stretches out like a glittering tapestry. I glance back. Crimson Comet is back on his feet, his armor sputtering back to life. He fires a repulsor blast, forcing Static Glitch to retreat. I catch my breath, my heart pounding in my chest. That was too close. Way too close. Click. I snap a picture of Crimson Comet silhouetted against the setting sun. A hero triumphant. A city saved. But the old woman, she's still shaking, her face pale with fear. I lower my camera, a familiar knot forming in my stomach. Was it worth it? Did I make a difference? Or did I just make things worse? Back on solid ground, the adrenaline starts to fade, leaving behind a cold, hollow feeling. The images flash in my mind, the chaos of the fight, the woman's terrified face, Rena's no focus. I check my camera. The shots are incredible, dynamic, raw, honest. The kind of pictures that could actually make a difference. The kind that might get me noticed. I start editing the photos on my wrist-mounted display, tweaking the contrast, sharpening the focus. The goal is to tell the story, to show the world what it's like to live in Neo-Tokyo, where the line between hero and villain is often blurred. A notification pops up on my screen. Spam. I almost swipe it away, but something catches my eye. The sender is unfamiliar. The subject line reads, Cameraman Academy, Acceptance. My breath hitches. The Cameraman Academy, the most prestigious photography school in the world, a place where aspiring photojournalists are trained to document the exploits of heroes and villains with unwavering objectivity. Objectivity. The Academy's motto is practically etched onto my soul. Record, observe, do not interfere. The mantra keeps playing on repeat in my mind as I consider the events that just transpired. I told myself I was just preserving justice through an unbiased lens, but I did interfere. I pushed the thought aside, for now. This acceptance letter, this is it. My chance. A chance to prove myself. A chance to make a difference. A chance to honor Rena's memory. I tap the notification, my heart pounding in my chest. The letter is brief, to the point. Sora, congratulations. Your application to the Cameraman Academy has been accepted. Orientation begins next week. Details to follow. Asterisk. A wave of conflicting emotions washes over me. Excitement, hope, fear, doubt. Can I really do this? Can I really stand by and watch when everything inside me screams to act? Can I truly be objective when the faces of those caught in the crossfire haunt my dreams? I look at the edited photos on my screen, the images of chaos and courage. The woman I saved looking back at me with gratitude. Static Glitch in his full villainous splendor, ready to take more from the world. Maybe, I think, maybe by capturing these moments, by showing the world the truth, I can make a difference without breaking the rules. But even as I think it, I know it's a lie. A comfortable lie, but a lie nonetheless. The city sings again, its chaotic chorus a constant reminder of the battles yet to come. And I, armed with my camera, am about to step onto the stage. Chapter 1. Continued. The following week feels like a blur of hurried goodbyes to the few friends I have, a scramble to sublet my tiny apartment, a generous description, for a room barely bigger than a closet, and a frantic search for presentable clothes that don't scream dumpster diver chic. The Cameraman Academy looms on the Neo-Tokyo skyline, a monolithic structure of steel and glass that seems to absorb the very light around it. It's located in the heart of the Hero District, a carefully curated bubble of safety and prosperity, far removed from the gritty realities of my old neighborhood. It feels like another world. Security is tight. Retinal scans, voice recognition, fingerprint analysis. I half expect them to ask for a blood sample before they finally grant me access to the main campus. The courtyard is a manicured oasis of tranquility. Fountains gurgle, cherry blossom trees sway gently in the breeze, and impeccably dressed students stroll across the polished stone pathways. It's a stark contrast to the concrete jungle I'm used to. I feel out of place, utterly, completely out of place. My patched-up jacket, scuffed boots, and second-hand camera stick out like a sore thumb among the designer gear and gleaming tech. I spot a registration desk near the main entrance and steel myself to approach. The woman behind the desk, with her severe haircut and laser-like gaze, looks like she could disarm a bomb with a paperclip. "Name?" she asks, her voice devoid of any warmth. "Sora," I reply, trying to project an air of confidence I definitely don't feel. "Sora. Just Sora." Last names feel too official, too permanent. She scans a screen, her lips pursed in a disapproving frown. "Ah, yes. Sora. Late arrival. Orientation starts in 5 minutes. Auditorium B. Don't be late again." Auditorium B turns out to be a cavernous space with rows upon rows of tiered seating. A holographic projector displays the Academy's emblem, a stylized camera lens superimposed over a world map. I find a seat near the back, trying to blend into the shadows. The auditorium fills quickly with a diverse mix of students. Some are clearly from wealthy families, their parents probably alumni of the Academy. Others, like me, look like they've clawed their way here from the fringes of society. The lights dim, and a figure strides onto the stage. He's tall, imposing, with a weathered face and piercing blue eyes. His graying hair is neatly cropped, and his tailored suit exudes an air of quiet authority. But it's his left arm that catches my attention, or rather the lack of it. In its place is a gleaming prosthetic, crafted from some kind of advanced alloy. "Welcome, recruits," he says, his voice resonating through the auditorium. "I am Kenji Tanaka, head instructor of this academy. You are here because you possess a unique talent, a talent for capturing the truth." Kenji pauses, his gaze sweeping across the room, lingering for a moment on me. I feel a sudden chill, as if he can see right through me, see the doubts and fears that I try so hard to conceal. "But talent alone is not enough," he continues. "Here you will be forged into something more. You will become the eyes and ears of the world. You will document the heroic, the villainous, and everything in between. But remember this above all else. Objectivity is paramount. Do not interfere. Do not judge. Simply record." His words hang in the air, heavy with unspoken meaning. Do not interfere. The Academy's motto, the Academy's law, the thing that has me questioning my place at the Academy. The orientation continues with a series of lectures and demonstrations, covering everything from camera operation to combat techniques. We learn about the Academy's history, its strict code of conduct, and the ethical dilemmas that we will inevitably face. During a break, I venture out into the courtyard, seeking a moment of peace. I spot a girl sitting by the fountain, sketching in a notebook. She has vibrant pink hair, oversized glasses that slide down her nose, and a toolbox overflowing with wires and circuit boards. She looks interesting. I hesitate, unsure whether to approach her, but something about her draws me in. Maybe it's the way she's oblivious to the chaos around her, completely absorbed in her work. Or maybe it's the fact that she looks just as out of place as I feel. I take a deep breath and walk over to her. "Hey," I say, trying to sound casual. "Nice. Toolbox." She glances up, startled. Her green eyes widen behind her glasses. "Oh," she says, a slight blush rising on her cheeks. "Thanks, I, build things." "I noticed," I reply, gesturing to the wires and circuit boards. "What kind of things?" "Cameras mostly," she says, her voice gaining confidence. "And lenses. And filters. Anything that helps you capture a better image." "Really?" I ask, my interest piqued. "I'm kind of a camera nut myself." "I could tell," she says, a faint smile playing on her lips. "By the vintage." She glances at my battered camera. "Hey, there's nothing wrong with vintage," I protest, feigning offense. "This baby's seen more action than most of those fancy quantum cameras they're pushing these days." "Maybe," she says, "but does it have a chronographic lens? Or an energy-dampening filter? Or a quantum entanglement modulator?" I stare at her blankly. No?" She grins. "That's what I thought." I can't help but laugh. "Okay, you got me." I'm impressed. "So what's your name?" "Yuna," she says, extending a hand. "And you are?" "Sora," I reply, shaking her hand. "Nice to meet you, Yuna." "Likewise, Sora," she says. "So, what brings you to this prestigious establishment?" I hesitate, unsure how much to reveal. "I want to tell stories," I say finally. "I want to show the world the truth." Yuna raises an eyebrow. "That's ambitious. Especially around here. They're not exactly big on truth, you know. More like controlled narrative." "I've noticed," I reply, thinking of Kenji's words. "Do not judge. Simply record. Well," Yuna says, "maybe we can help each other out. I can build you the ultimate camera, and you can use it to expose the system from within." Her eyes sparkle with mischief. I grin. "I like the way you think, Yuna. Maybe this won't be so bad after all." Chapter 1. Continued. My days quickly fall into a grueling routine of lectures, training exercises, and endless camera drills. Kenji Tanaka is a demanding instructor, pushing us to our limits, both physically and mentally. He drills the importance of objectivity into us until it feels like another layer of skin. "A cameraman is not a participant, but a witness," he barks during a particularly grueling parkour session. "Your emotions are irrelevant. Your opinions are meaningless. Only the image matters." The Academy's facilities are state-of-the-art, offering access to the latest camera technology, holographic editing suites, and virtual reality training simulations. But even with all the advanced equipment, I find myself drawn back to my trusty old camera. It feels more real, more connected to the streets I came from. I spend my evenings in the Academy's library, poring over historical archives, studying the work of legendary cameramen. I'm fascinated by their ability to capture the essence of a moment, to distill complex events into a single, powerful image. I also spend time with Yuna, tinkering with cameras, discussing the ethics of our profession, and challenging each other's perspectives. She's a brilliant engineer, and her passion for technology is infectious. She's also fiercely independent and unapologetically herself, a refreshing contrast to the rigid conformity of the Academy. We discover a shared interest in pushing the boundaries of camera technology. Yuna has a vision of creating cameras that can not only capture images, but also analyze data, predict outcomes, and even prevent tragedies. "Imagine," she says one evening, her eyes shining with excitement, "a camera that can detect a power surge before it happens, or identify a structural weakness in a building before it collapses. We could save lives, Sora. We could actually make a difference." I want to believe her. I need to believe her. But doubt lingers in the back of my mind. Can technology really solve everything? Can we truly rely on machines to make ethical decisions? The other students are a mixed bag. Some are friendly, eager to collaborate and share knowledge. Others are aloof and competitive, viewing the Academy as a stepping stone to fame and fortune, And then there's Ren. He's tall, athletic, with sharp features and cold, calculating eyes. He's also the most skilled student in our class, a natural talent with a camera and a ruthless ambition to match. From day one, he's made it clear that he sees me as a rival. He constantly tries to undermine me, criticizing my techniques, dismissing my ideas, and subtly sabotaging my efforts. "You're too emotional, Sora," he sneers during a simulated hero-villain battle. "You need to detach yourself. See the bigger picture. The shot is all that matters." I clench my fists, resisting the urge to punch him. He's everything I don't want to be: cold, detached, and obsessed with success at any cost. And it frustrates me to no end that I can't come up with a good retort. "Maybe," I say, trying to keep my voice calm, "but maybe the bigger picture includes the people who are getting hurt." Ren scoffs. "Collateral damage. Inevitable. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs." His words send a chill down my spine. They remind me of the callous indifference of the heroes who caused Rina's death. That night, I find myself back on the rooftops of Neo Tokyo, seeking solace in the familiar chaos of the city. I perch on the edge of a skyscraper, the wind whipping through my hair, the lights of the city stretching out before me like a glittering ocean. I raise my camera, framing a shot of a lone hero patrolling the streets below. He's flying high above the city, a symbol of hope and protection. But even as I take the picture, I can't shake the feeling that something is wrong, that the reality of Neo Tokyo is far more complex, more dangerous, than the carefully curated image that the heroes in the academy try to project. And I know, deep down, that I can't just stand by and watch. I have to do something. I have to find a way to capture the truth, even if it means breaking the rules. Even if it means putting myself in danger. Even if it means confronting the very institution that I've dreamed of joining for so long.